Question, raise your hand. We'll get, go ahead.
With, you said earlier that it's really difficult to stop Asia, obviously. With, being such a big post presence just in one person, was the decision not to play Mercedes kind of more of a experience level thing? Is it something that maybe you would adjust to get more time?
When Sadie's does play against Vegas, she has a little bit of time on Asia, but not a lot. And I felt like they went small.
And then, with Jackie Young, 21 points in the second half, what, maybe defensively did you see not happen, or offensively maybe you saw happen with Jackie?
I would have to take a look at the film, but Jordan started the game on her, and I felt like in the second half, a couple of miscues with the flares, the back screens, things that weren't happening in the first half, but we knew that they weren't going to have the same first half that they had, and that we needed to tighten up. At the end of the day, we can't give up a 30-point quarter. So it wasn't just Jordan or Jackie in that assignment. It was a team defensive effort and laps. And at the end of the day, it's difficult to come back from that when you give the defending champs that much fire or energy.
Over here, similar question, Coach, to your left. It seemed like you guys had so much defensive intensity in that first half. There was a lot of, effort plays left and right. It kind of gave you a lot of momentum. Do you feel like you were able to maintain that into the start of the second half, or was it just mental mistakes, or how would you kind of pinpoint what went wrong?
Yeah, I don't remember a lot of like getting to 50-50 balls. I don't remember a lot of those hustle plays. Asia kind of, asserting herself, rebounding, and things that kind of deflated us a little bit, as opposed to in the first half, that gave us some energy. Again, I would have to take a look at the film and see, but the turning the ball over, the team that doesn't turn you over a lot and giving 16 points, those are things that kind of take up your energy a little bit. But yeah, just our defensive effort in the second half wasn't quite there.
On the whole, when you're comparing this to the last game you played against the Aces, obviously, with them having Chelsea back, they're up to a higher standard, I think, of play than they started the season. Is this where you would want the chemistry to be, where you feel like you're still progressing through the season, given, like you said, the first half wasn't as good as the second half, but just on the whole?
I mean, they've played together for a long time. They've logged a lot of minutes, and what Chelsea is familiar and comfort and presence for them. We don't have the same amount of minutes or games or have gone through a championship or whatever. And so they have a leg up in that area. Are we where we want to be in the middle of the season? No. This is also, a good test to see where we match up. And there are things that we did well in this game that we will take, and we'll improve on the things that we need to get better at.
Yeah, so Coach, on that note, so what will be, without looking at the film, the teaching point? Because in the first half, you occupied the space, you pressured the ball, looked like you went through your scout. In the third quarter, you just talked about it. You have a mental breakdown.
I mean, without looking at the film, even in the first half, they took wide open shots and it just missed. And those were shots that we knew in the second half that they would make. The adjustments, it has to be twofold. It has to be our physicality. It has to be a rebounding effort. I can't just rely on Ezzy and Nneka to come and get some rebounds. It has to be a focus on scout, play types, being sharper in certain moments of the game. So I would tend to think about the defense before I think about the offense, and we have to just be better in that end of the floor.
Let's go to Zoom. Take one from Jeff Brown. Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, during the third quarter, they had a 14-2 run. Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello?
Go ahead, Jeff.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in the third quarter, they had a 14-2 run. What did you see on both ends?
What did you see during the 14-2 run in the third quarter?
Uh, just not. I don't know what our shooting percentage was, but a couple of missed bunnies. Not sharp with the basketball. Defensive slip ups, lapses, open threes, uncontested shots. Yeah, everything didn't go our way.
What were the positives you saw
go ahead.
from?
Obviously we've talked a bit about what went wrong. What are the positives you were going to take away from this game that you want to hold on to and continue with?
Good question. I like the 10 offensive rebounds. I love the points in the paint, 46. We haven't shot the three ball at a high clip this season. So relying on points in the paint and the free throws and being aggressive. Fast break points, pretty, even. But I also would take into the account that we didn't just lay over. We had an opportunity to get back into the basketball game, and that shows a lot of growth for us.
Coach, I know you said the defense is where you wanted to improve, especially in that second half, but offensively, what would you like to see more of at the end of the game from your offense?
Just knocking down, the shots that we do get when we get to the rim, more efficiency there. Just a level of assertiveness and aggressiveness that we have in the first half. Don't shy away from that. I thought that we got good looks. I thought that the ball was moving. There are not a lot of times where I felt like, we were pretty stagnant getting to next actions, but continuing to have a variety of what we do. We got to, play more efficiently though.
Over here. You talked about the efficiency and just that. Turnovers also seem to be a little bit of an issue tonight,
Yeah.
13 of them. Do you think it was just the looks, the sloppiness of play? What sort of do you attribute that to?
The physicality, maybe. Again, I have to take a look at the film. They're such a veteran-laden team, so where they know what we're running, they know how to blow up things, but even still, they're not a disruptive team. So it was a matter of just letting, making reads cleaner, being sharper, passing and catching, being fundamental.
And the last question is from Jeff on Zoom. He's wondering if you could talk about Joyner's performance tonight.
I thought Joyner gave us good minutes because they were small. Guarding AC for us really, really mattered. And, her ability to, play in space and give us some versatility defensively when you're having to guard a guard at the forward position. I thought that she gave us really, really good minutes.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. That player's in here in just a minute.